Can you drop a beat for me?
No.
Please?
No.
Why not?
I'm not good at dropping beats.
I'll do it all then.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. A. Stranger Things 4. Yeah, it's back. We got Millie in the house. She's playing 11. Brenner's back. Spoiler alert. Hopper. He's out in Russia's snow. Alaska. Murray Bauman. He's that bro. Yeah. Joyce Byers, she's on the run. She's got a Russian doll like the TV show I don't watch. Yeah. Will is gay, and that's okay. He'll come out in season 5. Mike sucks. Fuck him. And the rest of the show we'll talk about now. Yeah. How's everybody doing? Are you okay?
Chris has had a couple of drinks. I'm just going to throw that out there right now.
No, I haven't. Is it okay if
you're
we film
red
this?
You're red in the face.
Is it okay if we film this?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want.
Okay.
Speak.
We are an unusual couple, you know.
Hi.
Speak freely.
Welcome back to the podcast, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I hope you're all having a great summer. We are in summer now, and it is summertime. Correct?
Memorial Day weekend, yeah. Happy
yeah?
summer.
What are some life updates, if any?
You quote unquote graduated?
Yeah, quote unquote. I'm taking summer classes, which is another reason why the podcast has been iffy as of late. But
there's really no excuse for us not doing it. I feel bad every time because we have an hour.
I know, guys. We just got, yeah, we
just have to do it. And you guys need to kick our ass. Message us, tweet us, comment on this if we don't do it within a week span, and we'll do it because it's annoying. I feel bad every time we don't do it.
We're gonna do it. We will do it. I feel like the camera angle is way different than normally.
And you're deterred by that?
A little, because normally I'm able to sit with my back to this pillow, but I would be out of frame if I did.
Okay.
It'll be fine though.
All right.
Like, aren't we closer than normal right now?
No, we're fine.
Okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe we just haven't filled the podcast in like months.
That's correct.
Maybe that's what it is. So much has happened. Well, what did we last even talk about?
Beginning of April.
Shit.
We hadn't seen Multiverse of Madness.
Oh, god damn.
Yeah.
Mid. Not much to say.
19th MCU film, bordering 20th for me. I have a ranking on my channel. Cam's distracted.
Sorry, you talk. You speak.
But yeah, so we saw Multiverse of Madness. I actually went out to LA. I know a lot of you guys know this, but I went out to LA for the world premiere. Shout out Soups. He invited me out there with him. It was one of the most fun weeks I've had, meeting a lot of fellow content creators. Really inspired me to want to create more content, better content, just try and be the best version I can on social media. So that was really cool.
If he ever listened to this podcast, thanks, Soups. See, I should be able to lean out. I feel like I'm out of frame.
Okay.
No, it's fine. Keep talking.
Someone start a counter for those at home how many more times it's mentioned, because I'm willing to budge right now and move the set.
No, it's fine.
We can stop the recording.
It's
okay.
Fine.
The jury's out, just like Johnny Depp, Amber Heard.
The jury's not out yet, though.
I know. What I meant to say was, like, they can now see that there was the opportunity presented to you within the first 5 minutes. So. The Johnny Depp Amber Heard thing's been going on.
Yeah, I've been watching it live lately on YouTube, like for the past week and a half. I would say I've been watching it live on YouTube because I wanted to watch the trial instead of just catching the highlights on TikTok edits, because I feel like you can cut things and not put full context and make them look different and stuff. And I wanted to catch what I thought was stupid or what I thought was good. It's a really, really, really complex case.
I concur.
I'm really intrigued to see what the jury says, because I love Johnny Depp, but I think they're both guilty of much domestic abuse within their relationship, just based on audio recordings, things we've seen. I think they're both guilty, but it's not a domestic abuse case. It's a defamation case. Johnny is suing Amber because she released an article that defamated his character and caused him to lose all his jobs, and that's why he's suing her. But a character defamation case is like really hard to win from what I've heard because I've looked into it. Like he has to prove that all Amber's lawyers have to do is prove one case of domestic abuse that Depp has done, and like Amber will win. But I think all that matters is that Johnny's pretty much won in the eyes of the public, and I think that's what he was going for. I think that's why this case has been so publicized, because I think that was the end goal, honestly, because I think they know that character defamation case is really hard to win, but Johnny's won so much in the eye of the public. Like Amber is done regardless of how the case comes out.
Yeah, we'll see what happens whenever the hell they announce the
Probably
verdict.
next week, I would say.
We'll
or
see.
maybe again this weekend. Yeah. Who's to say?
Obviously, the biggest thing that's happened is Stranger Things, though. That's the whole point of us recording this. Me and Cam are repping the satanic cult. So
run by my fave, Eddie.
Yeah. It's not really a satanic cult. It's a D&D club, damn it. But
Dungeons and Dragons.
But yeah, season 4 dropped, volume 1, 7 episodes.
Goated
Some of them are like feature length, like film length.
It's such a good season.
I love it.
I love it as well. Should we start out by
spoilers?
First of all, yeah, there's no way we're getting through this without spoiling. He already spoiled something in his rap.
The title of this says spoilers. If you also haven't watched it yet,
I don't know what to tell you. That's your fault.
Respectfully, I don't know how big of an actual Stranger Things fan you are.
Yeah, you shouldn't care that much. Let's start by ranking the seasons just to show how we feel about the show so far. Like, rank your seasons.
Okay. You want me to go all the way through?
You go first. Just give the numbers. You don't really have to give explanations.
The worst is, or number 4 is season 2. Number 3 is season 1, which I adore. Adore it. 10 out of 10 season. Number 3 is season 4 so far, and then number 1 is season 3.
Okay, I'm just gonna go in order from best to least best.
So you're killing the suspense, huh?
4, 3, 2, 1. In my eyes.
You went from best.
I went from best to air quote worst, but I don't think 1 is bad at all.
You put 1 at the bottom?
I think every season they do better and they outdo themselves. I'm a hardcore advocate for season 2, and you know that.
I know. It's just like, okay, that's fine.
I am. Jenna's listening. Jenna knows. Jenna knows.
All I'll say, and then we'll move on, is season 1 is a perfect miniseries, and then they didn't have to continue after it.
They didn't have to, but they did, and every time they
did.
It's better and better and better every time.
They did, and I don't think season 2 is better than season 1. And I think that's fine to think. I'm not discrediting your opinion, but I think season 1 is better than season 2.
Okay. And I think season 2 is better than season 1.
Okay. That's fine. That's totally cool.
He's so funny, you guys.
We should bitch about it like people on TikTok and just argue and tell each other to go to hell, because that's what TikTok comments will do.
Oh my god.
See how we can have a disagreement on things? It's cool.
Is there something you want to get off your chest?
No, I'm just saying, like, on social media, people just can't take it. Like, they can't take when people have different opinions, and it honestly makes me nauseous. It makes me sick to my stomach. So I'm glad that we can sit here and have different opinions on things.
That is very true.
We lost her again.
Stop it.
Number 2 for the counter.
Please stop pointing that out.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
That's staying in for those at home.
It is. I just don't like it when he points out that I get distracted. So, season 4, volume 1. I enjoyed the hell out of it, honestly. I've probably watched it twice by now. And, dude, it's just so good. So, start out, episode 1. We get Eddie. What a great character. Loved that. I'd love to see them all. I'd like to see them all like in high school. I thought that was really fun. It was interesting to see the direction Lucas went versus Mike and Dustin. The California storyline is quite literally so pointless. It's like not even funny. And I think the reason it's pointless and low-key kind of sidelined is because like all the characters that are in the California plot kind of like, I don't want to say they're done, but like their arcs are pretty through. You know.
It kind of reminds me of how like Steve Rogers has maybe 15 to 20 minutes in Infinity War because they're saving him for Endgame.
Yeah.
Like I feel like they're saving Mike and Will and Jonathan for the reunion in season 5 when they all have to be together.
I did see a tweet from the Duffer Brothers, I believe, that Mike in this season has like this really long monologue that's so good, and like they said Finn Wolfhard put like so much emotion into the monologue and he like killed it.
I watched the scene, or that hasn't come out yet?
It's coming.
I was about to say.
No,
the
it's
most
coming.
he's done is a bitch. So.
I said it's coming.
Yeah.
It's in the next 2 episodes. So that'll be interesting. I wonder what it'll be about. I don't.
Platonic relationship with Will, probably.
Oh wait. I can't wait for Will to come out as gay, you guys. It's just they probably didn't even intend for him to be gay, but after season 3, when everyone was like, Will is gay, they were like, oh, we should do something with this. And they just really, really, really are fucking going ham on it this season.
Let's talk about the signs to why Will is gay.
Number 1, his walk.
Okay, that's fair, but I was going to go even more obvious. This girl sitting next to him, like, puts her foot on his foot in class, and it's not like he's like, oh, I'm not interested. He, like, pulls away. He's literally like, you disgust me.
He's like, get away from me, vermin.
He's like, you disgust me, and he immediately, like, throws his feet away. That's 2 signs right there.
People who like boobies. Steve, Robin, Vicky. People who do not like boobies, Will.
Valid. Also, his walk happens after that, but the real reason is they've been setting up this damn painting or whatever the hell Will has.
I want to know what
it
is. I hope it's like a nude painting of Mike and Will
Christ.
laying together in a forest or something.
God.
I hope he's like done some art.
You know what it probably is?
What is
They
it?
could be setting it up for us to think it's like a painting of Mike and Will, but it could just be the gang together. That would be sweet.
It probably is, and it's probably what he pictured his birthday would look like. Have you seen that it was his birthday when they were
I
roller
have. I
skating?
think that's. I don't know if they really thought that deep into that. That's my opinion.
They wouldn't have given us. I think they wouldn't have given us a shot of the camera recording 11 at the roller skating rink, and like purposely picked that date. When you're the Duffer Brothers and you think everything out so intensely, the way that they do.
We've said this about other studios, and they've had.
But
continuity
that's not
errors.
the Duffer Brothers, though. That's not them.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
I think they did it on purpose.
All right.
I definitely think they did.
They would have addressed Will's birthday in my opinion.
No.
I think that was like, I don't know.
Why would they say they would not pick a random date in March without double checking that it's not Will's birthday when they literally wrote in season 2 that Will, your birthday is March 22nd. They wouldn't do that.
You're right.
There's
Maybe. You're right, maybe.
I know I'm right.
We've seen studios with people like Kevin Feige running
This
them.
isn't a studio though. It's different.
I think okay.
What?
Nothing.
What?
The Duffer Brothers are not the sole people who make Stranger Things come to life. I love them, but there's
They
other
oversee
people involved.
They oversee it though.
It's the same thing as Feige. He's fucking brilliant, but like there were the writers. I couldn't name you the writers. That's how unfair it is. But like he does not write the scripts. You know what I mean? The Duffer Brothers do for the most part, but there's other writers involved as well.
Oh, look at Robert Englund
Oh,
in his little Hawkins High School hat.
that's sweet.
So cute.
Long story short, is it actually Will's birthday?
Well, it
Do
is.
you guys think?
The thing is that
Do you think
regardless,
they intentionally did it?
I was
is
gonna say
what I'm asking.
regardless of if it was intentional, canonically it is his birthday and they suck for that one. So I do think they did it intentionally though. But regardless. I'm very curious to see what the painting is. I'm also curious about what's under Lucas's bed because there's a scene in episode 5, I think, where Erica's like trying to like bribe Lucas with something, and she's like, do this or I'm telling them what I found under your bed, and then Lucas goes, okay, fine.
I think that's just like a porn joke.
That's what I said, but
If people are reading into that, we've got too much Marvel leakage going on.
I think it is
Into
Marvel
the
leakage.
Stranger-
I
oh
also,
my god, it's gross and it's under his bed. What is it?
not the voice, please. I'm begging.
Okay,
I don't like when you make
you're
your
right.
voice high pitched.
There's a spawn of a Demogorgon under his bed for sure.
Stop. It's
God.
D'Artagnan. Let's see. What? Best storyline, definitely Creel House for sure.
Undoubtedly.
Indubitably.
Like no question.
It's got all the best
Steve,
characters.
Robin, Nancy,
Max.
Lucas, Max, Dustin. 4 out of my 5 top 5 characters. Hold on. Yeah, 4 out of my 5. Hopper's in Russia.
Yes. Where the fuck? No, Eddie's still hidden in the Creel House technically, but then Eddie goes, would you consider the Creel House the people in the Upside Down as well?
Are you talking about the end of episode 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so
That's
Eddie's
the Creel House
so
plotline.
Eddie's
The portal's in the Creel House.
Eddie's technically a
Gateway.
part of Creel House.
Yeah. Near the end, yeah.
Well, the portal's in the lake actually.
Okay, yeah. Actually, no. There's multiple portals, and one of them is in the Creel House. The one
But-
that they're using at the end that we're referring to is in the Creel House.
No, it's in Eddie's house.
I thought it was the Creel House.
They go into the Watergate. They go in through Watergate, and then they go to Eddie's house because that's where Chrissy died.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. They're in a house, not a lake.
Oh, because I guess
everywhere someone dies, there's a portal. There is one in the Creel house, though.
There should be one in the Creel house.
Right?
If the deaths of the Creel family count as murders.
I don't know.
Or I don't know. Because he wasn't Vecna when he did those murders. He was just Peter Creel.
True.
I think his name's Peter.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on that though. But the Creel House is the best storyline. We went to the Creel House. Fun fact, if you guys didn't know, we went to a bunch of Stranger Things filming locations, and it was really fun. We both have vlogs on our YouTube channels that you can go check out. It was so much fun. My favorite location we went to was the Creel House for multiple reasons. Number one, I think it's the coolest. Number two, I think it is arguably now one of the most iconic. Not the most iconic, but one of the most iconic.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also a cat. And it was really funny because in, I think, episode 4, when Nancy and Robin are talking to Victor Creel, he says that, like, when all these animals started dying around the house, he thought it was just like a wild cat. And I was like, a wild cat, you say? Interesting theory.
Interesante muy.
Because I saw a cat, but also there was like this really, really, really weird, random, like, fucking hybrid freak of a creature that was there. It was like a combination of a fox and a deer, and I don't know what it was. The cat started chasing after it for a second, and then I got the cat to come back to me. But it was a really, really weird animal, and I don't know what it was, and I still don't know what it was, and I don't have it on camera because my camera somehow mysteriously stopped recording. There's literally camera footage of me putting my camera down on the grass, and then it stops recording.
I saw it with my eyes. It was bigger than a cat. It was
bigger
cat.
than that.
It might have been like a coyote, fox,
It
dog
didn't-
hybrid.
It was like, it had the body of a baby deer, the face of a
It wasn't
fox.
that big.
No, baby deers are small.
I know, but like, still, they're a few. They're notably taller than cats. Like, if anything, it looks like that baby fox we saw.
When I say a baby deer, like the body of a baby deer, I don't mean the height of the legs. I mean like the shape of the body.
Okay.
The legs were shorter than a deer's legs, though.
Yeah.
And then the face of a fox, kind of.
Essentially, it was a spawn of Satan.
And it was like its ears and like the fur on its face was like straight back.
Yeah.
Like the ears weren't up like a cat; they were back like this.
Yeah.
Never seen an animal like that in my life, and it was really weird. And I wish I had footage of it. Unfortunately, I do not.
Yeah.
Supernatural sighting, Vecna confirmed. Do you want to say anything about Stranger Things? You were alarmingly quiet today.
No, I've been talking a lot. I don't know what you're talking about. We already talked about the Creel House plotline, which I love, but like the whole season, in my opinion, like I liked it a lot. I mean, we watched it at the ass crack of dawn because we watched Kenobi because side rant real quick. Brilliant idea by the Disney Plus marketing team to be like, you know what? 2 hours before midnight on the East Coast. We're going to let these people know the episode's dropping. You know, not like anyone's going to sleep to wake up and watch it for a watch party or anything.
Yeah.
They broke the status quo of their normal times, and it pissed me off a lot. And a lot of people hit me up, so thank you if you're one of those people listening who actually like called me. I had a ton of notifications. Shout out Emma.
Yes. Oh my gosh, we had phone calls from Emma, Sophia, Sam, James. Everyone was calling us.
Soups, Ewan, text from Sasha.
I have a vivid memory of, like, I think my phone was on my bed, or maybe it was on my bedside table, but like I distinctly remember rolling over in my sleep because I was getting a phone call and it was from Soups, and I hung up because I was like, why are you calling me at 11:30 at night when you know I'm trying to sleep for this watch party? And I went back to bed.
Yeah. Horrible marketing for the show, honestly. And we can talk about Obi-Wan real quick before we resume Stranger Things. I liked it, but I didn't love it, and I wanted to sit here and be like, oh, I love it, it's already the best Disney Plus show, but that's just not true. I'm setting my love for Obi-Wan aside. It was good. It established, you know, where Obi-Wan is. Anything not involving Obi-Wan directly, I was like, why are we wasting our time? That's kind of where I'm at. Like, it's painfully predictable and obvious that the opening scene is involving Reva, and people are like, I saw a video on TikTok, it was like, oh my gosh, guys, there's this theory going around that one of the Jedi in the beginning, the younglings, is Reva, and it's like, why the fuck else would they open the show with that?
And also the sky is blue.
Is Pope Catholic?
Is
Does
he?
the bear shit in the woods? These are the questions we need answers to.
Honestly, it's like, why else would they start out with Order 66?
And that opens the whole floodgate to a Stranger Things thing that I want to go on a damn rant about.
What?
We're getting meaty, we're getting juicy if you guys are here. We're getting right into the spoilers. We're talking about episode 7 right now. We're all over the place. We'll talk about other things.
Okay,
we'll talk about Dear Billy in a second. Great episode.
God, such a good episode.
But I want to talk about the end of episode 7, where the revelation is made that the scene we saw in the opening is not actually the way it went down, because in the opening scene of the show, it appears like 11 slaughtered every single one of these kids, and we were like, that just doesn't seem right. Well, we find out that 11 gets, captured, and she's trying to like regain her powers for the duration of the show. And so she's in the water tank, whatever the fuck, the Nina Project, right?
Yeah.
And so she's having these like flashbacks, essentially.
Yeah, she's having to relive a memory that she like blocked off.
Correct. And there's these different people, all the different subjects, the O's, I'll call them.
The O2 through, I believe, like number 17 or 18, 19.
Yeah, something like that. And there's this one fella with blonde hair who's like...
Looks like a combination
he's like
of...
the second in command.
He's like a combination of Finnick Odair and Charlie from the Johnny Depp version of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. That's what he looks like.
We'll go with that, yeah. And he's very hard to read, we'll say.
He's sussy.
He's like giving her tips, and then eventually there's a point where he's like, I want to get you out of here.
Yeah.
And so they're like about to break out, and then she ends up taking some weird chip thing out of his neck, which we would later find out was probably inhibiting his powers.
Well, he says in that, because I literally just watched the episode quite literally like less than 30 minutes ago with Gavin and Nebula. He goes, this makes me weaker and it lets him track me. So it does.
So 11 ripped that out. And then like a few seconds later,
he's just murdering everyone.
He's murdering everybody in it. We find out he's actually the person responsible for the death of everyone.
Yes.
So the opening of the show is a great misdirection. I love when shows do that.
Yes.
Now, this is actually where we get into a bit of a parallel. Stranger Things writers went hard because we have this whole scene we're talking about in the Hawkins lab, but that's kind of paralleled with another scene that I'm going to let you explain.
So at the same time as all this is happening to 11, back in the Creel House plotline, they're trying to get out of the Upside Down through the portal in Eddie's trailer, and it's like this really cool thing where like they start climbing up a rope, and then once they get into the right side up, they like flip upside down. And it's really cool. It's a really cool like visual of the Upside Down, one we've never really seen before. And Robin gets out, Eddie gets out, and then Nancy's climbing out. And Nancy and Steve are like, see you on the other side. And we're like, oh, fuck.
And we 100%
we're like Steve is going to be the last one.
Yeah.
Steve's the last one in the Upside Down. The portal's going to close or something. Someone's going to grab his leg. He's going to die. Steve's gone. Nancy climbs through the portal, and instead of landing on the mattress in the right side up, she like falls through this black abyss and ends up in the fucking pool from season 1 at Steve's house with Barb. We got a Barb cameo. So excited to see pretty much its reaction to Barb. My guess is they're gonna be like, it's Sierra Burgess. But so Nancy's in the Upside Down, and then she climbs out of the pool, and she's in Vecna's like mind, because that's where the red area is like Vecna's mind or whatever. And
I consider it the Upside Down personally still, because it's a variant of the Upside Down. It's not the technical Upside Down.
No, I think it's if there's like the Upside Down, you know how there's the Earth and then there's like the Earth's core? Yeah. It's the Upside Down, and then the core of the Upside Down, which is Vecna's mind, kind of. Yeah. Because Max invaded his mind, and that was the same place. And so she ends up Nancy in the Upside Down is in the Creel House, and she's like seeing all of these flashbacks at the same time that 11 is getting this whole long monologue from what do we even call him? Peter? Yeah, whatever. Blondie. We'll call him Peter because his name.
Makes sense. Yeah. You already know.
And so Chris actually asked this earlier today while I was watching it.
Rewatching.
Isn't the voice switching back and forth between Peter and Vecna? Like, isn't that?
That's how I remembered it, because I've only seen the episode one time.
He's only seen it once, and I was like, no, it's Peter's voice the whole time, but I don't think Nancy's hearing a voice. I think Nancy's seeing things and she's putting 2 and 2 together. Yeah. But long story short, so Nancy's getting this reveal, and we as an audience are watching her get this reveal at the same time as 11 is getting this whole monologue from Peter. Peter is 01. 01 is Vecna.
Is the Creel kid. Yeah.
And Vecna is the Creel kid.
That's what Nancy's seeing. Nancy is seeing the whole Creel House.
Yes.
And how the boy of the Creel House is actually responsible for all this demonic shit that's going on. And he gets his ass taken to the doctor, which is Brenner, which he's trying to escape.
So we as an audience have all the puzzle pieces, but what's going to happen is when all these storylines come together, the Creel House plotline is going to know that the Creel kid is Vecna, but the California 11 plotline is going to know that that Vecna is 01. And then we're going to put it together.
Yes.
And I don't know what that's going to do. Actually, I guess 11 does know that he's Peter Creel technically, because he told her that part of the story. But like, whatever.
Yes.
The Creel House plotline does not know that Vecna is 01, the first subject.
But here's the thing.
Do you think Brenner knows about him?
I don't think he does, because when you were rewatching it, I was looking and reading the subtitles because I know you had your headphones in.
Because I don't think anyone knows
I
about
think
him.
they wanted 11 to go back to this memory because that's the whole point of the opening scene, in my opinion, is Brenner walks in and from Brenner's POV, 11 massacred everybody. So when 11 comes out, I wonder if Brenner's going to be good. If Brenner's going to be like, oh shit, we got to stop Vecna.
Oh
and
shit,
if Brenner's
we got
going to team up.
a lot of stuff to do.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering.
I think I have mixed emotions on the character of Brenner. I think he's just a scientist who's just too lost in the science, and he's like starting to forget a lot of his
I think they're setting
morality.
him up to be helping in the end. I think that's his purpose. But here's another thing I want to talk about. I thought that it got to a point in the whole exposition dump at the end where they were literally beating us over the head with the fact that this guy that was blonde, all right, he is 01, he's the Creel kid, and he's Vecna. I thought it was obvious. Now, it's pretty cool that 11 actually, sent him into the Upside Down, possibly created the Upside Down. She definitely created the first gate. And he turned into Vecna because of her. But did this create the Upside Down, or was the Upside Down already there?
We do not know.
Question to be answered. But here's the thing. It was extremely, extremely obvious because us as the audience could put the pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
As it was simultaneously happening, we were like, oh shit, it's him. And then they show him turning into Vecna. It's like, okay, cool. And they have that very blatant, flash cut where it's like, oh god, he's Vecna. The thing that just was unnecessary to me, the final shot, is showing 01 on his wrist. It's like, no shit, huh? Let's zoom in on it. It's like, oh! If anyone had the revelation at that point, like, I just don't know if you're paying attention.
No, I think that was just supposed to be like, well, people were still reveling in the revelation. They were like,
I guess
oh,
so,
yeah. Because
it was just a little much, but I still loved it.
You and I and Jenna, because I had this conversation with Jenna, we put together the pieces really quick. I think when the scene was happening, I was like, oh my god, this is epic. We put together, I think that Vecna was 01 like pretty quick.
Right when I saw the Creel cut, I was like, okay. If he's sending them up in the sky.
I will say this.
No, listen. If he is killing them the same way Vecna was killing them, he's Vecna. That's what I said out loud.
Well,
I was like, he's
even
Vecna.
before that, in episode 4, when we get the very first flashback to the house, I always found the kids sus because not only does Victor say like my boy like knew something was off.
Yeah.
When the mom is flying up into the air, in the very first shot we see of it, the kid is just staring straight forward. Like so all the lights start to flicker before the mom gets sent up, and the kid's just staring straight forward. He's like not looking around like the rest of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And then the mom gets sent into the air, and the kid's not even looking at the mom. So I'm like, okay, he's definitely weird. Like he definitely has some weird shit going on with him. Didn't put together that he was Vecna, but you know what I mean. I was like, weird, because then they misled us and they were like, he went into a coma and then he died.
Yeah. From my point of view, I just truthfully did not really think anything of the boy kid.
Yeah.
I also think hindsight's 20/20 and hindsight bias is a real thing where people, whether they want to admit it or not, will be like, oh, I called that, like just because we know when you see the full picture, it's like, well, actually looking back, I actually saw this. Like, did you really? I don't know. That's up to each person. But I mean, neither of us thought that child was Vecna or
no,
01,
yeah, no, I didn't
is what
think,
I'm trying to say.
I didn't think the kid was 01.
You could think something was fishy, but to sit here and be like,
yeah.
oh, he's Vecna.
That's what I'm saying.
And 01 and they're all the same. It's
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
I don't know if anyone saw that coming.
I did think that Vecna was 01, but I don't think I put together that the blonde, like when we just thought that he was a worker, the blonde kid, I didn't put together that he was 01 until maybe like halfway through episode 5 when he was being like super fishy and being really weird. And I was like, oh, he might be 01, but I don't know. And I think that was supposed to be pretty obvious because like one of the first things he says to 11, and he's like, oh, Papa says 01 doesn't exist, but he's a liar sometimes. That was pretty obvious. And then I think it was a common fan theory before the show even came out that Vecna was 01. So I think I put those pieces together just based on that theory that a lot of people had been saying. But the thing that I didn't get until Peter was having his whole like monologue, and then it showed the Creel kid's face and he like broke the fourth wall, and then I was like, oh, got it. Ding ding ding.
Yeah.
And I think some people it took longer than just him breaking the fourth wall, which I can't imagine, but I don't want to shame.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, like, I think it might have taken him getting flung into the Upside Down, and literally, if the flash cut or the smash cut, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is where you realize, like, I'm not shaming you, but I think that.
No, I think people.
I
think people had to have gotten it by the time. By the time he's pushed into the Upside Down, and like we see him catching on fire, it's like, oh, okay, got it. if you don't get it by then, I don't know what to tell you.
And if you don't get it by the time it shows 01, like when it shows 01 on your wrist, it's like
okay, guys.
Were you under the influence of something, or were you Netflix and chilling?
Come on,
which
guys.
one?
Come on,
come on now.
But still a fun reveal, even though for some it was more predictable than others. Still very fun. Beautifully shot, like double scene or whatever, however you would describe it.
Parallel.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But let's talk about episode 4.
Episode 4 fucks.
Arguably the best episode in all of Stranger Things, honestly. And
Argument to be made.
I will stand by that.
Because even, we'll talk about like what makes it great the last 10-15 minutes, but like even before that, we get this damn great scene with the California storyline, the standout, where they're chilling and the fucking government pulls up and then pow, 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 one of the agents bites the dust. This one dude with a stash, the 80s porno stash, is blowing people away while Jonathan and Will and Mike are running out. And Will is traumatized. The man's about to stroke out.
Oh my God, I feel so bad for Will in that scene. Like if you're not paying attention to Will's face, you'll probably miss it. But like Will is terrified.
Grabbing his chest.
He's like,
he was going down.
He's not well. He has the most trauma out of anybody there. Thank God Will is not in Hawkins, because good Lord, does he have the most trauma out of anybody.
Literally.
He'd be seeing clocks like left and right, dude.
Yeah.
But poor Will. And our homie shoots up like the entire U.S. military government or whatever, and then he gets shot. He dies. Rest in peace to a homie. And then we get some good Hopper bits up in there a little bit, I believe. Is that
Hopper and Russia storyline slaps hard.
Is that the episode where Hopper escapes?
I think it is, Cam.
Yeah, Hopper blows up a fucking shed. He bodies some Russians and he runs away.
Much like Eggo waffles in season 1, Jif peanut butter for season 4. Because I want peanut butter right now. Like I want to go get a spoon and just eat half the jar.
No. But most importantly, I would say is the Creel storyline. Sorry, I coughed.
We lost her.
With Max. We're following her the whole episode. She realizes she's cursed. She's like, I have a couple of days. Like I have like literally less than 24 hours left actually. I think that's when we get Lucas back. Like Lucas joins the group in episode 4.
He does.
She's writing letters to everybody. So sad. Really creepy moment with her mom. When her mom's actually Vecna. Good moments between her and Lucas. And then you have the whole scene, dude, where she's reading a letter to Billy. Oh, dear Billy.
Sad enough as it is, and then we get Billy himself back.
Yeah, dude, we got Billy back, but at what cost?
You're right.
They really had to bring him back and make him evil. Which, by the way, fun fact,
I was about to say, yeah.
Dacre Montgomery posted, like BTS pictures of, his name is not Dacre.
I like to call him Dacre.
You make me sick.
Dacre Montgomery, I work at a daycare.
Shh. He posted a bunch of behind the scenes pictures of, Billy on set. Are you laughing?
Yeah. Yes.
He posted a bunch of behind the scenes pictures, and in the caption he wrote, like, I was really blessed to be able to film this during quarantine, like from my hometown of Australia, because he's from Sydney, Australia. And or no, not Sydney. He's from
Melbourne.
Thank you.
I think. I'm gonna shut the fuck up now.
And he said that Sean Levy directed over Zoom, which is crazy. But that also means that him and Max just like weren't in the same room, which is insane.
Yeah.
That's so cool. We get Billy back. The letter is sad, makes me cry. Fucking Sadie Sink, dude. She just gives you a performance. Like, she's so good. I love Sadie Sink. And
she does Max. It all too well, honestly.
All right. That was a cheap shot, and you know it.
The only thing missing from the season is Dylan O'Brien.
Could you imagine if they put Dylan O'Brien in Stranger Things?
Or just Jenna would fuck the patriarchy keychain.
Jenna would lose her goddamn mind if Dylan O'Brien joined Stranger Things. Yeah. Oh my God.
What if he was Vecna?
But anyways, and so then after she's done reading her letter to Billy, and we see Billy, plot twist, Billy's Vecna, and Max like invades Vecna's mind, and she's in this whole red area, and it's just crazy. And then Vecna like yoinks her by the ankle and like takes her and like puts her against a wall, and we're like, oh my god, and then she starts to float IRL, and then we're like, oh my god.
He starts to python around her neck. She gets the damn flashback.
This is also the episode we forgot about Nancy and Robin, where they're fucking going and talking to Victor Creel, and they're doing all that stuff. That's a great plot line. And
damn right it is.
We get flashbacks to Victor Creel, Freddy Krueger, all that stuff. and they crack the case. They realize that something that can bring you back is music, and that's how they save Max. And when Max is like getting choked out by Vecna, like they start, oh my gosh, I remember when we were watching it, I was like, there's no way they're killing Max here. Calm down. There's no way they're gonna kill Max here. But then they started playing flashbacks of her from past episodes.
I thought she was gone,
and I was like, I beg your pardon.
Yeah, they were teeing her up to die.
When they did the flashbacks, I was like, okay, that's weird. Like, I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this. And I was like, oh my god, is she gonna die? But then she yoinks Vecna's throat. She pulls a vein out of his throat or whatever the fuck she does.
Yep.
And then she starts running.
And when she's hauling ass to that portal,
I have goosebumps,
the real
you guys.
world, and you hear this in the background, and only good
make a deal with dawn. That get on swap our places.
be running up that road.
Just
Don't
kidding.
know the
I don't know the
fucking
lyrics.
words. My name is Christopher B.
But so Running Up That Hill by Kate Bush starts playing, and she's running, and then she starts running in slow motion, and she looks like she is running for her goddamn life.
She's
and
hauling ass.
I love
Shit's
Sadie
being
Sink.
thrown at her. Like,
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, if you seriously, I made a TikTok about it. Like, every time I hear that song now, I'm picturing that scene, and I get chills. It's a damn great scene. I thought she was gonna get like.
I was crying.
I thought one of Vecna's arms was going to go through her just like how Billy died. But like from behind, I thought one of Vecna's arms was going to shoot through her at the last second.
Crying because I love Max. Max is my favorite Stranger Things character, and I don't know if you can see her pops over here. Can you? You might be able to see a couple of them.
Just a beautiful scene.
It's so good, you guys. And then it cuts to black right before she hits the portal, and you're like, oh my god, did she die? Nope, she's good. She falls back down. A miracle she didn't break any of her legs, by the way.
True.
She was
or at least an ankle.
She was real high
Not
up
even
in
a
the
minor
air.
ankle roll.
Yeah, she wasn't injured in the slightest. Plot armor, it's fine.
Yeah.
And then the sweetest part of the episode, honestly, is when she falls back down and then she grabs onto Lucas, and Lucas is holding her, and he's like, I thought we lost you, and she's like, I'm still here.
You know, they should have played the Elton John song. I'm still standing better than I ever
That
did.
literally would have ruined the mood. That's the worst idea you've ever
I
had.
would have, but fuck it.
Worst idea you've ever had. And I love Lucas and Max so much, and they just mean everything to me.
Lumax.
Lumax is...
Sounds like a damn Harry Potter spell.
You are so
Lumos
annoying.
Maximus.
You're so annoying.
Yeah, we were talking about the ship names earlier. The best one we came to the conclusion was like Bonax or some shit. Ronance.
The fuck? How'd you get... What the fuck would Bonax be?
Bo Nix. He's the ex-Auburn quarterback. He's a bum. That's
Ronance is the best ship name. Yeah. Runner up, I would say Jopper.
Chopper. You know what that reminds me of? Topper. OBX.
I don't know what Mike and 11 are. I think they're just Malevolent.
Maleficent?
Alike? No. I don't know what their ship name
What
is.
the fuck?
Yeah, I don't think...
111?
I can't figure out what their ship name would be. I think it's
111?
11. And then there's Blyers, and then...
Phoebe? Finn and Millie Bobby? Phoebe?
Or Byler. Sorry, Byler. Maybe
that one
more
sucks.
like it.
That sucks ass.
Then there's Stancy, Jancy... Whatever.
What's the one? What is it? Moise? Murray and Joyce? Moise?
That one, yeah, that's what he posted. I don't know why he wouldn't put Jury, but whatever Chris and Steve's ship name would be.
You mean Juray?
Whatever Chris and Steve's ship name would be. Whatever mine and Eddie's ship name would be.
Me and Steve's ship name would be...
Creve.
It would be Charrington.
No, if you're going to do last names, you have to do both the last names.
Harrington.
No, you guys are Striss.
Striss?
Yeah.
Chris sucks, like, trying to make a name out of it.
So does
like,
Cameron.
Yeah.
Ew, I hated saying my full name right there.
Ramron. Robin and Cameron Ramron.
Why'd you ship me with Robin?
I don't know.
That was weird.
Do
you have something you need to unpack, Chris?
No. I'm fine. Namron? Cameron and Nancy?
My name doesn't go with anybody.
Bamron.
What's me and Eddie?
Yamron. Sunson.
I guess.
Silas and Munson. Sunson.
Seti? No, because my name doesn't sound with an S.
Ketty.
No.
Like cake. Keddy.
What's his last name? Munson?
Keddy.
Sison?
It'd be Keddy.
Munus. No, yeah. Me and Eddie's names do not work together. Me and Steve, Harrington, Silas.
Me and Max would be
Silington?
Cax. I'm just doing this for fun now. Not like
Yeah, me and Max would be Cax as well.
Cax. Yeah, Cax.
No, we would be Camax. Actually, that's the best one.
Oh.
Confirmed. That's good. Come on.
That's pretty good.
That's the best ship name. Camax is real and true. I love her so much. Here, let me show you guys real quick. I finally have every single Max Funko Pop, and I just got this one in the mail. I don't know if you can even see it on the podcast if you're watching. If you're not watching, I'll describe it to you. It's the season 2 Funko Pop of Max. It's a Hot Tub exclusive. It's her in her Michael Myers outfit. It's her Halloween costume because there's Halloween costumes for all of them. There's
we need the Ghostbusters.
There's the main 4 of them as the Ghostbusters, and then there's Max in her Michael Myers, and I love that so much. I just love that she dresses Michael Myers. I think that's so fucking cool of her. She's the coolest girl in the entire show.
Valid, fair, cool.
I love her so much.
I love Robin. Like, she's my 4th favorite character in the show.
I think Robin will end up higher by the end of the show. What are you gonna do if she dies?
I'll be pretty damn sad, Cam.
I'll be sad too.
Yeah.
I love Robin.
Yeah, I love her.
She's 4 for me actually as
Yeah.
well.
Honestly, she slays.
Who are your top 5 characters?
Top 5 characters in Stranger Things.
I know you've made a TikTok about it, but
Number
just do it for the
5,
podcast.
Max. Number 4,
Disrespectful.
Robin. Number 3, Dustin. Number 2,
Can't believe
Hopper.
Dustin that high.
Number 1, Steve. I
Mine
only said it like that
is-
because I made a TikTok about it, so I know him.
Number 5 is Eddie. Number 4 is Robin. Number 3 is Hopper. Number 2 is Steve. Number 1 is Max.
Let's unpack something, and again, preface this I will by saying I really like Eddie. I love Eddie.
You're gonna say that?
But here's the thing. This will be a clip for those. The clip's about to start.
Okay, I'm ready.
Ready?
Wait.
Here we go. Eddie Munson is the most overrated character in Stranger Things.
You're so wrong.
No, I love him. Let me preface by saying he's probably cracking my top 10 favorite characters. But this guy has been on screen for collectively maybe the length of one episode. And you're going to sit here and tell me he's better than Billy? Get out of town.
He is.
Cap.
I love him.
No.
I do.
I love him too. What has he done besides be quirky and framed for murder? Hey, you can't say shred the guitar because that motherfucker hasn't had that
First
scene
of
yet.
all, he will, and when he saves
He will, and it will slap, and I will still love him because I still love him. I'm just saying.
When he saves your
Eddie-
favorites, cry.
Eddie is, it's so weird. There's always
First
a
of
new
all,
character in Stranger Things where I was
what
like,
has he done?
I love this character. And
What
he's
has he
barely
done?
been on screen.
What
I
has
love
he
him,
done?
but still.
What has he done? Run an entire D&D campaign. Thank you very much. So that's one thing.
Okay.
2, he made Chrissy comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
He's a kind
Was this
soul.
before or after she got snapped into like a
This
green
was
bean
before.
being cooked? Okay.
This was before.
Okay.
And then
God.
he went through the traumatic experience of seeing that, mind
That
you.
is true.
He's had to watch that happen twice.
I know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hunted down by police.
Yeah.
Really tragic for him. And then he went into the upside down with the rest of them.
Go ahead. Can I speak?
Yeah.
So I want to get your genuine 2 cents.
Yeah.
Which character do you prefer, Billy or Eddie?
Eddie.
Blasphemy.
But the thing is, though, for Billy, when we saw him, he had 5 minutes of being a good guy at the end of season 3. The rest of season 3.
I don't give a shit about if they're a good guy or not.
Okay, but I do. So that's just
Okay.
that's why I like Billy. That's why I like Eddie more. Because Billy is possessed to all of season 3, and then in season 2, he's a borderline racist jackass.
Okay.
They dropped the racism in season 3, but
Okay.
it was definitely a plot point.
It was at one point. You're right.
So he's just an asshole in season 2,
Correct.
and then in season 3,
Correct.
he's like not even Billy.
Yeah.
He's flayed. Doesn't even count.
I honestly wish we would have recorded your thoughts on Billy before season 4 dropped. I feel like it might have been a little different.
No, but the thing is, I still love Billy.
Okay.
I'm just saying, if I am picking between him and Eddie, I would pick Eddie.
Let us know in the comments down below in the video version or on the TikTok clip.
Eddie's just also like, Eddie unearths the inner, early high school of me, where
He
like,
exudes angst.
yeah, and that's how I was at the.
He's like, you know how there's a Kraken call in Pirates of the
You
Caribbean?
don't know what I was like before you met me.
We met at one point, but then there was a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 in between.
Yeah, you didn't know me
Yeah,
between
there
the years
there
of 6th grade and junior year. Freshman and sophomore year, like the outfit every day was a band tee, a flannel, ripped jeans, and Converse.
Okay.
That was the fit every single day, every day.
The Nirvana shirt was on for sure.
I had a Nirvana poster on my wall. On God.
Yeah.
I had every single band t-shirt I could possibly get my hands on from Hot Topic. My mom hated bringing me into Hot Topic because this was before Hot Topic kind of rebranded and like turned their lights up a little bit more and like made their workers a little less scary.
Yeah.
Like this was back when the workers were scary and like were like very angsty. And my mom hated going into Hot Topic with me. We can ask her that tomorrow. She'll confirm. But we got these shirts from Hot Topic. So Hot Topic, if you're listening, sponsor us.
Hot Topic is lit. You know how many expensive Funko Pops you walk past? That's what I was talking about the other day. If you were in there in 2015-16, the bitches might be worth $1,000.
I was in there in 2015 and 2016.
Sickening.
Honestly,
sickening.
I walked into Hot Topic and I had tunnel vision for the back of the store where all the band tees are because, like, you know, guys know the layout of every Hot Topic. It's like either on the left or the right. It changes depending. On one side, you'll have your fandoms. On the other side will be anime. Straight ahead, band t-shirts. And that is where I went.
For some reason, until now, I heard Banty, and I was like, what the fuck?
Band tee.
Band t-shirt. Okay, cool.
You thought I was saying like Banty? Like Banshee?
Yeah, I didn't know what you were saying. I just went with it. I wasn't going to correct you.
I'm sorry,
or
guys.
ask
I
for
talk
clarity.
fast. Band tee.
There you go.
But yeah, I had like, regardless of if I've really listened to them that much or not, I knew enough songs at the point because my mom wouldn't let me buy a shirt unless I could name her 5 songs.
No shit.
Deadass. She said it was disrespectful.
You can't name 5 Nirvana songs right now, can you? I can't even, probably.
Not anymore.
Sorry, Ewan.
My music choices changed because now I listen to like just strictly like show tunes and classical music.
I'm going to try just for shits. Come As You Are. Teenage Spirit, whatever the fuck it's
Smells
called.
Like Teen
Smells Like Teen
Spirit.
Spirit, yeah. What's that one?
Do you know that the baby...
Something in the Way. That's 3.
There's something in my ass. Do you know that the baby on the
honestly, I
cover
don't know
of...
if I can do more right now.
The baby on the
asshole.
cover of that Nirvana album sued them or tried to sue them. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know where that came from.
Interesting.
I don't know where that went, but no. And then like a tweet shit up on my Twitter timeline today, being like, if I say name a My Chemical Romance song right now, what song are you naming? Go.
Nothing. I don't know who that is.
Have you ever heard the song that goes "Teenagers scare the living shit out of me"?
Is that the one that's on TikTok where it's like...
Teenagers scare the living shit out of me.
Yep.
That's
Is that the name of the song?
Mm-hmm. It's
Oh.
just called Teenagers.
I got one.
And then there's some other ones like Welcome to the Black Parade, but like My Chemical Romance, I had 2 Red Hot Chili Peppers shirts.
Sick.
Yeah. Some 41. What
Are we
else?
talk? Is that the one that goes in too deep and I'm trying to keep
I made you a mixtape.
Instead of going under.
Yeah. I made Chris a mixtape for our very first Valentine's Day with a lot of songs
It's
on it.
angsty, but I like it.
Yeah, it's had a lot of
It
my
opens
angsty
with Boulevard
music.
of Broken Dreams.
Yeah, it's actually a sick
Which
mixtape.
I fuck with heavily.
So I think me even making you a mixtape kind of shows how I was at the beginning of high school. Mixed CD. Let me rephrase. We don't have tape recorders anymore. It was a mixed CD. I burned all these songs onto the CD, and it's actually a fucking fire CD. You good?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
And it's a dope CD. What else is on it? I know there's some 21 Pilots on there. I consider 21
The
Pilots
Killers.
angst. The Killers is good. My music choice used to be so good.
Somebody told me that you had a boyfriend who looked like a girlfriend that you had on Saturday.
That I had in February of last year.
That's
Close
right,
though.
actually. You're right.
Yeah, see, I know lyrics to songs like from back in the day really, really well.
There's also one that goes like this. Ready, you guys? I don't know what they're saying, but I'm going to tell you what I hear.
Okay, I'll be able to tell you what song it is.
Suddenly climb to the other side. A fingerprint footprint up on the putty carpet.
Footprints wash away.
Footprints. I don't know shit. It literally sounds like a foreign language to me.
All time low.
All time low. There you go.
Crap, I'm blanking on the name of the song.
Oh, here's one. You ready? I'm taking over my body, back in control of my shoddy.
That's 21 Pilots. Wait, I have to look up the all time low song.
It's like a radio.
Do you have
car
any
radio.
other songs that you can think of?
Oh, yeah, there's one that's like, I can tell you what you are, but I want you to be.
Wait, sing the all time low song for me again in your head.
Which one's all time low?
But the footprints wash. I think it's 6 Feet Under the Stars.
Oh,
Is it
yeah.
this one?
Suddenly claim to the. Yeah, that one. Yep. It's not the live
That's
version though.
6. I love All Time Low, like the live
6
version.
feet under the stars. Whoa.
Bro, All Time Low is a fucking good ass band. All Time Low was like one of my favorites.
I listened to angsty music like that in 10th grade, I guess the most. And
That's
the one
what
I
I
liked
did.
was Third Eye Blind. You know?
Oh, Third Eye Blind is good.
I wish you would step back from that ledge, my friend. But my favorite one is it's a semi-charmed kind of life.
That's a good one. That's like that's a little less angsty, I think.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time, probably.
That's less angsty than like, I'd say that's more closer to rock than it is to angst.
Yeah, for sure. I know we just veered very vastly from Stranger Things.
That was basically me. That was a very long-winded
Safe
conversation.
to say the season 4 soundtrack slaps.
That was a long-winded conversation of me explaining why Eddie is my type.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think the way that...
Did someone just get shot? Whoa.
Oh, fireworks for Memorial Day. Oh, all right.
So I'm probably in a different position because we had to refit everything because...
Chris dropped his beer.
I did, and also...
We heard fireworks.
We heard fireworks every 30 minutes. Oh.
I don't know if... I don't think the mics are picking it up, but you guys are going to think we sound stupid.
After the war, I went back to
All
New
right.
York. I
No.
finished up my studies and I
No.
practiced law. I practiced law.
Yeah, this is actually a very good example of how our music choice definitely changed like halfway through high school. Because... Okay, stop. You're like a dog.
We can hear the
You're like
fireworks.
a puppy.
It's still daylight outside.
It is daylight outside. But no, literally the only reason I went through that angsty phase in early high school is because I was into Five Seconds of Summer and I wanted to be into the band music that they were into, and like they were into stuff like that, and I was like, okay, well, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna full send.
Valid.
Weezer,
Commitment.
Nirvana.
Oh, what, Buddy Holly?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green Day?
Green Day. My mom loves Green Day.
I like Green Day too.
My mom loves Green Day so much. So she would happily buy me Green Day
Fun
stuff.
fact about me, when I wanted to buy a Green Day songs on iTunes, I would have to read the lyrics entirely in front of my parents before being able to buy it. So I had to read the lyrics to Do You Know Your Enemy? Do you know your enemy? In the most monotone voice in front of my father as like a 10-year-old. I was like shaking. I was like, do you know your enemy? Do you know your enemy? Or do you know your enemy away?
Why did they do that to you?
I don't know.
Why would they do that to you?
To make sure it wasn't too explicit.
If
I guess?
anything, they're the era of Green Day, aren't they?
No.
Aren't they? Are they not?
Green Day's a little
Well, I mean, I
like
guess
Van Halen, Led Zeppelin's my dad.
you don't have to be any age to enjoy music.
No,
but like
no.
I thought my mom was the era of Green Day because she loves them so much.
No, honestly, it's weird that she does, in my opinion.
Wow.
No disrespect, but like
Jennifer,
she's a little like older.
she's
for
a
it, I
little
thought.
modern.
Yeah. But like Green
Jennifer's
Green Day slaps though.
Green Day does slap. Oh my
Yeah.
god! What other songs have you ever had to read out in front of your parents?
My brother would just buy them, thankfully, and I also got them. So he would buy like rap. He would buy rap, and he would buy like we bought all like the Guitar Hero songs. There was one by this band called Megadeth.
Oh god.
Yeah, so I didn't have to read the lyrics to that, but Green Day in particular, because they're suspect.
I remember in early high school, I was one of my favorite bands in early high school was definitely All Time Low, and me and my best friend at the time,
Don't name drop or just say it.
I'm not going to,
Thank
but
you.
my best friend at the time, she made us matching shirts that said All Time Low on them. I'm pretty sure I still have the shirt somewhere, and like on the side of the sleeve of the shirt, it had my favorite song, and then hers had
You guys might hear the fireworks.
hers had her favorite song, but it had the All Time Low logo on it. And then my aunt told me, she was like, that's a really bad shirt because the All Time Low logo has like an arrow because All Time Low, you know what I mean? So that's like the logo. And she was like, it looks like there's an arrow pointing to your naughty area. And I was like, only like, why the fuck are you thinking of it like that?
What the fuck? Yeah, that's weird.
And then I never wore the shirt again because she embarrassed me in front of a bunch of people.
Oh
Like
my
it was
God.
it was at a dinner club like meetup like at
Oh
her
my
house.
Lord. Wow.
I was like, why would you say that to me right now? What the fuck is wrong with you? Are they shooting fireworks off right across the street? I think they are.
Yeah, publicly.
I don't know if you guys can hear that. If you can, let me know.
It's still daylight outside.
When the
They got me caught in the daylight.
daylight-
We both went to different songs. Daylight, when I was down in the daylight. Harry Styles. I don't know lyrics. You'll learn that about me. I don't.
Wait, I'm trying to think what song I just started singing. When the daylight is that a fucking Maroon 5 song that I started singing?
I have no clue.
When the daylight comes, I'll have to go. But tonight I'm gonna hold you so close.
I've heard it, but I don't know
'Cause
who
in
it
the
is.
daylight we'll be on our own.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on.
It's Maroon 5. Yeah.
Let me look it up.
Okay.
Speak to the
Just
public.
let me be, and I'll set you free. I am
Yep,
in
Daylight by Maroon 5.
misery.
Maroon 5 is an enigma of a band, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, they have some shit, but they have some good shit.
But like all their songs like go like fucking radio viral and stuff. But if you ever ask anybody who their favorite band is, you're never finding someone saying Maroon 5.
You're right, because they have a song that goes like this. Ready?
There must be
Oh, baby, I'm praying on you.
you tonight, hunt you down, eat you alive, just like animals, animals like animals. Oh, honestly, every single Maroon 5 song slaps.
In a way.
Let me look up Maroon 5 on
Oh,
Spotify and
here's
see their
one. You
top
ready?
5.
Sugar, you're sweet. Won't you come and put it down on me?
Sugar, yes please. Payphone, I'm at a payphone.
They came out like with all their bangers while we were in middle school though.
Trying
Oh fuck! Do you remember when like Twilight had like the banger of the year every new movie? What was that
Twilight?
one with Bruno Mars that
Fucking-
was like, what was it? It was like super slow. It was like it's fuck. What is it? It's called. It's like I'm basically just stalling until she finds it because I don't want it to be dead. Radio
Yeah,
sounds
do you
on
know?
there.
Do you know which
It's on.
movie
It's on
in?
that one. It's on that one. It's on that one. It's Bruno Mars. Yeah, it's on there. Go down. It might be on Breaking Dawn 2. Is that Breaking Dawn 1?
Yeah, hang on.
It's on Breaking Dawn 2, and it's like it was like when we were in like 6th grade or 7th grade.
I think I know it, but
It's
I'm
like oh
don't
my
wanna
god,
say.
it was really good. I just look up Bruno Mars Twilight on YouTube or something.
okay. Hang on a second.
Yeah. Another Bruno Mars banger is that one that's like, you remember that song? I just wanna lay in
Oh,
my
it will
bed."
rain. It will rain.
Oh yeah.
Every day it'll rain, rain, rain.
That's it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you remember that song? My heart's a stereo. It beats for you, so listen to slow.
Do you know that song? Oh God, this was one of my fucking favorite songs. It's the other song, Jar of Hearts.
Sing it.
Who do you think you are? Running
Yeah,
around
I've heard
leaving
it. Oh my god, do you remember
scars.
that song by Lord? I know this is just us going through like the radio top, but it goes boom, boom, boom. Baby, I'm royal.
Royals.
You can be my queen bee.
Yeah, that's
baby,
good. You know what the best song ever
Which
made
one?
though is for a movie? Safe and Sound by Taylor Swift for the Hunger Games.
Which film was that?
I want to say it was
Mockingjay
Catching
One of them
Fire.
had Coldplay.
I think it was Catching Fire.
It might have been.
I don't think Safe and Sound is even available. It might be on
Taylor
our
Swift
Spotify.
fucks.
Taylor Swift is so
Side
good.
note, we've gotten far from Stranger Things, but
That's fine. That's
Yeah.
That's literally what podcasts are.
Taylor Swift fucks.
What album do you think she's releasing next? Your options are 1989.
89.
You think 1989 is
89,
next?
all
Why
day.
do you think 1989 is next?
Blank Space, bitch.
That what?
Harry Styles just dropped an album. Didn't she have some shit about James Dean on there? His white T-shirt and laid back hair, some shit. Style. It's called Style.
It's about him, correct?
Yeah. Should have dropped it the same day. as
Long
Harry's
hair,
house.
slicked back, white t-shirt,
Yeah.
good girl thing, and a tight little skirt. Those are lyrics, real and true. I think 89 is probably coming next, but I want Speak Now to be next. Speak Now has my favorite songs.
I'm not sure if I know that one.
You do. If you don't, that's embarrassing, and you should keep that to
What's
yourself.
on that one?
Well, let me tell you about it. One of my favorites, Sparks Fly, Speak Now,
I see Sparks
Mean,
Fly.
Mean,
Oh, that's like old school
You.
shit. That's like country era for her.
That's like that's the
That's
album.
when she was on 94.9 The Bull. which
It's
is an
only there's
Atlanta
only
radio
one album.
station.
There's only one album in
Kicks
between.
101.5 Atlanta.
There's only
Like,
one album in between Speak Now and 89. Red.
Is her first album Speak Now?
No.
What's her first album? Evermore?
Taylor Swift.
I haven't heard that. one.
Evermore is a recent album, homeboy.
I don't think I've heard her music then.
Oh my god, hang on.
I like it occasionally, but
Taylor.
I guess I just don't know it. Sorry, guys.
Okay, Lord forgive me for playing Taylor Swift's music on Spotify when it's not her re-release version. This is just for educational purposes. Don't be
When
mad
did
at me.
it come out?
2006.
Okay, you can stop. I've heard enough. It's not bad. It's just like I get the point.
She was.
Very,
You've heard. You've heard
yeah.
our song. Our song is a slamming screen door.
Oh, yeah.
Sneaking out late, tapping on your window.
That's when she was on country music radio.
when we're on the phone.
And now,
talk
and then she dropped
real
that shit when
slow.
we were in high school. That was like, "Look what you made me do."
Cause it's late and your
Ass.
mama don't know. And then you've probably heard I know you've heard
Yeah.
Teardrops on my guitar.
Yeah. Oh, I've heard
Fearless. Fearless comes next. You know Fearless, right? Love Story, White
Mhm.
Horse, You Belong With Me. You belong with me.
that. Yeah, that one fucks real hard.
The song "The Best Day" makes me violently sob, and I cannot
wow.
listen to it.
Yeah.
If anyone ever plays
Yeah.
it for me, it's like borderline up a married life.
Red was like, my brother had Red on a CD because I think a girl he was dating liked it, but we listened to it all the time. Like
Songs
that has
I
22 on it. That has
Better Than Revenge is
that
about.
has that one that's like, I knew you were trouble when you
I
walked in.
knew you
The
were-
bass on that goes
Red
hard.
is one I think probably our best album. But
Ooh.
I like Speak
Isn't
Now.
Red the one that's like, what does Red sound like?
The song.
Yeah. Oh my God, loving you is like driving a new Maserati down a dead end street, bitch.
So true.
Fuck, I love Taylor Swift. I don't care.
So true.
And I don't know other songs that she
I know
fucks.
about you, but I'm feeling 22.
22.
We are Taylor Swift stans in this house. We stan Taylor Swift. Honestly.
All right.
1989. Reputation is the one that you're talking about, where she's like, "Are you ready for it?"
Yeah. That sucks.
I
No
think
disrespect.
this is the album with "Getaway Car" on it, which is the song about Tom Hiddleston. But Reputation.
I wish I could get in a getaway car, so I never.
Reputation came out in 2017, and we were dating at that point. So I had no real reason to listen to songs about boys that made me upset because I was in a happy and healthy relationship. And so that's around the time that I kind of I don't want to say stopped listening to Taylor Swift, because I still listen to her music, but like I stopped listening to her like as intently as I did.
Yeah.
Speaking of music and having boyfriends and not liking songs because of that, Harry Styles has an album that came out, and I think we can all collectively agree that Boyfriends is maybe the worst song he's ever made.
Oh, I don't like it. It's my least favorite on the album.
Like I
Skip it every time.
I've been through breakups before, middle school, but you know what I mean. Breakups are breakups.
You've been through a breakup with me.
I have been through a breakup
Yeah.
with you, honestly.
After 2 months, guys. Serious shit.
And it broke my fucking heart. Thank you very much. I was so into you, dude. You hurt me. You hurt me bad. I was so into you that I vindictively dated your best friend. And also purposely stayed friends with you.
You know what I did?
I broke up with someone for you.
Do you know what I did?
What'd you do?
I watched movies.
I was just trying to get you to look at me.
I just wanted to be free
I just wanted to be loved.
of this pain.
But no, I've been through
kidding.
breakups before. What do we hate? We hate men, don't we? Men are what?
Swine.
Exactly. But Boyfriends is just a bad song. I'm sorry.
Can I sing it for you?
No.
Okay.
I would prefer you not to.
Yeah.
I don't even like the first note. It's like, hey.
Boyfriend.
I don't need it. Don't need
Anyway.
it. Best song on the album, Late Night Talking. Or Satellite.
Daydreaming slaps so hard. Grape Juice slaps so hard.
Music
Late
for
Night
a
Talking
Sushi
slaps so
Restaurant.
hard. That one slaps. As It Was is criminally underrated. Just because it's the single that was released doesn't mean it's a bad song.
Love of My Life
And
is
as
good.
someone who's not like a diehard Harry Styles fan, like all the people on TikTok that are like, As It Was like in 9 to 10 range, like it's one of the best songs on the album, motherfucker.
It is.
Yeah.
It was released as a single for a reason. They just put it low because if you like it, then you're basic.
That's so stupid.
So toxic. 5 Seconds of Summer's coming out with an album soon.
Nice.
Real and true.
Music in Stranger Things 4 was good though, would you say? I mean, you know what I
Yes,
saw today was that song, whatever the fuck it's called, like Running Up That Hill, or Deal With God is like #1 on iTunes right now.
Yeah,
'cause it
they
was
got
on
it
Stranger
number one.
Things.
It's giving very much like, you know how every Christmas Mariah Carey hits number
Yep,
1 on the
yep,
charts
yep.
because of her song. It's giving that. I'm
pretty
really
sure something, or excuse me, it's like how Something in the Way went up from the Batman, and it's also like how Should I Stay or Should I Go? Season 1 of Stranger Things did the same thing.
I'm excited for episodes 8 and 9 because I'm really excited to see how they use separate ways in the show.
Oh, you think they actually are?
Oh, do you think?
What if Eddie's shredding it on the guitar, bro?
No, he's going to be.
You think so?
I would assume
Fuck,
so.
that's so sick.
I don't know if that's
that
the
kinda
song.
turns me on.
I don't know if that's the song he'll be playing. I'm assuming
went
it
right
is
over
because
your
it was used in the trailer.
Yeah.
But it'll turn me on too. So high five. But
One day, love will find you.
But whatever it may be, I'm curious to see what the point of him shredding the guitar is. Like, imagine that's
I
Nancy's
saw a
favorite
theory.
song. Imagine that's Nancy's favorite song.
No. I saw a theory. You guys ready for this? Eddie is shredding the guitar as a distraction, and he's going to sacrifice himself so everyone can get out of the Upside Down.
No, I don't think so. Because there's a shot of Dustin in the same outfits where they're guarding the Upside Down, and he's like, it's in the first trailer, and he's like cheering. He's like, yeah. So I think it's gonna all be okay. I think that I would buy the distraction theory if it wasn't for the whole already like music helps you get out thing. Like I think
Valid.
he's gonna be key and he's gonna be vital. And I don't think he's going to. I don't want to say I don't think he's
He's
gonna
too
die.
new to die, and I know that's kind of like, you can't really say that because Bob and
I don't
Alexei,
want.
but
I don't want to say I don't think he's gonna die because if I say that it'll jinx it. But I will say I think the fact that him and Dustin are staying close to the portal the entire time does give them benefit of the doubt that they're making it out.
Yep.
I think it's Robin and Nancy and Steve that we should be worried about, and I think one of those three is going to die, and either way, it's going to be tragic, and I don't want to think about
Nancy's too obvious to die, in my opinion, because she's the one currently
I think it's going to be Robin, dude.
I think Steve.
I think it's going to be Robin because they have to have Steve in the final season.
Do they, though?
Yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate here because I think the whole Steve haircut thing is bullshit because there's not a long time till he films again. But he did get a haircut, so you never know. But no, I'm kidding there. But
You do never know.
I think Steve sacrificed himself for Robin or Nancy. And I mean, they've been setting up hard the last 2 eps, Steve and Nancy as a romance again, and like they're only doing that just to fucking rip our hearts out.
I know. Stancy till I die, dude. I've never been a Jopper fan. I love Natalia Dyer and Charlie Heaton, but Jancy, not for me. I don't like Jonathan. I think he's a waste of a character.
Currently he's basically dead.
Yeah.
He's going to a college without telling Nancy, and basically has no intention of continuing their relationship.
He's fumbling the bag with Nancy.
Yep.
For real.
Yep.
But yeah.
Stranger Things 4 is crazy. Predictions for Volume 2, and then I'll wrap it up.
Predictions for Volume 2.
Major deaths, and like, here's one thing I want to hear from you first. Will Vecna be the main endgame villain in Season 5, or will he die in the next 2 episodes?
I have a feeling it's very possible that it's so hard to guess because we've never experienced a 2.5-hour episode of Stranger Things.
Never.
We're getting
longer than most MCU movies.
We're getting 5 hours of show still, and so that's in a way 5 episodes, and so it's really hard to say. It's possible that they could still not even like reunite by the end of this, and like all this will bleed over into Season 5, and that's what I'm thinking because I feel like Vecna like is like the big bad, and like how do you go bigger than Vecna? You know what I mean? You don't,
and there's not enough. Yeah, they confirmed Season 5's last season, so Vecna's the end game. Vecna is going to kill at least one main character by the end of Season 4 in order for him to be... That's going to be like his Thanos killing Loki moment. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. I hope it's not Eddie.
That wouldn't mean enough. No offense. Love Eddie. But it's got to be like one of those people. I don't think... one of the 4 adult kids is what I call them. They're not making it out.
I need Max to stay safe.
Max is alive.
I'm worried about Lucas. Yeah. The teaser trailer for Volume 2 did show him in quite a predicament.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm very scared for him.
Yep. We'll see what happens. Kim.
I'm terrified, Chris.
No one is safe except for Will.
Yeah, Will's chilling.
Hell, I think there's a shot in the Season 2 teaser of like Murray and Hopper looking at like a glass entrapment
they like
with
have
the fucking mind
flare and stuff.
Like the
imagine
the dust version.
Imagine they release the mind flare to defeat Vecna.
They tame the mind flare. That would be cool. I think Vecna's gonna assemble the Demogorgon and the mind flare to fight 11 and everyone, and that's why we might see our girl 8 pull up again.
Stop! If they bring 8 into this, they're done. They're done.
They're done.
You're done.
I agree.
You're done.
Well, safe to say that
I have hope, and
the next 2 episodes are going to be phenomenal, right?
If Eddie is the one that has to die, at least give me many, many, many scenes of him, please, Your Honor. Yeah.
I mean, shit, 2.5 hours in one episode is longer than most feature films.
It's longer than Multiverse of Madness.
By 35 to 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Multiverse of Madness is not long. Cam, this is longer than Infinity War and Civil War.
Shit.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
Yeah, wrap your brain around that.
Goddamn.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh, another person our age got engaged, Chris. Sorry,
wow.
I opened Instagram.
Crazy stuff, but yeah, I recognize that person.
You know her from church.
I don't know her from church. I know her from a person that I'm not bringing up on this podcast.
Oh, well, I know her from church. Later. I know her from church. Her dad was my basketball coach.
Nice. She was friends with an old romantic flame of mine.
Who?
Freshman year of high school. Blonde hair.
Oh.
I'm kidding.
I love when Chris brings up his old escapades.
Yeah, for sure.
Are you laughing at the word escapades?
Yeah, it's funny. But I think that's all we have to say for this episode.
We missed you
We missed you. Stranger Things 4 Volume 2. Be on the lookout.
Should we start releasing podcasts on Wednesdays?
Yeah, Wednesdays sound good to me.
Because I feel like releasing them on Mondays limits us to only filming on the weekend for some reason. Even though that's not how time works, and we know that sounds like a stupid reasoning. It's just like how it feels. So we are going to start releasing things on Wednesdays.
We're competing with the Disney Plus shows, guys.
So true.
Yeah.
All right.
Obi-Wan Kenobi on my channel. I'll be covering. We're doing watch parties all the way through. We got 4 more watch parties to do. Miss Marvel is coming. The Boys, a bunch of stuff to talk about. We'll be covering Volume 2 of Stranger Things heavily. We have social medias linked down below. Excuse me. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Leave us a nice review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that stuff.
Are you okay?
I got the hiccups.
He got the hiccups.
Can you finish this out? So yeah,
Are your hiccups gone?
My hiccups are gone. The camera battery cutting off scared the shit out of me.
The camera battery died at the last second.
At the last second, we have like 2 seconds to record.
We thought we lost all the footage, but it's fine.
Follow us on our social medias linked down below. Give us nice reviews on Apple and Spotify, all that stuff. And we're going to try and do this weekly. I think it's necessary. I think you guys should hold us accountable.
You just need to hold me accountable. I just forget. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not that I don't want to do it. It's that I genuinely forget. I lose track of time. I lose track of days. Before I know it, it's Sunday and we didn't film it. And it's like, shit.
Well, now we have Monday and Tuesday. So
true?
Yeah.
Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Stay unusual.